These are my top 5 best fishing lures for trout in the winter on the ice. So, at number 5, we'll come in with tubes. I got these power bait, pre-rigged atomic tubes. I really don't use them that much, but they do catch fish, especially this color. This color is really good. I really like it. One of my favorite colors for tubes, actually. The chartreuse will probably be better, but I ran out of them. This is all I have, so these work pretty well. I would recommend getting these too. At number 4, we have goat minnows. These are the 1 inch. I also have 2.5 inch. They both work pretty well. These are for like the smaller trout, or they want a smaller presentation. Minnows also work pretty good. They probably work better than these, but if you don't want to carry around minnows, then these are a really good option for both. And they do smell pretty bad. Usually if I'm not getting any bites, I'll have like a wax worm put on a little tungsten jig. I'll dip it in here and then I'll catch a fish because the scent is really smelly. Number 3, I have the Swedish pepper, like any little spoon. This works pretty good on my light rod. It's a little rowdy rod by Celsius. It works pretty good. I mean, it's heavy enough so I can jig it without having to worry about it not jigging down there. Just kind of sitting there spinning. But this works pretty well. I usually tip it with a mealworm, waxworm, minnow head, and it gets bit. These are for the not as finicky fish because it's bigger presentation than what I'm gonna show you. But I catch a lot of fish on these. I just took this out, probably caught like 20 fish on this, not even tipped with anything. Just bare Swedish pimple, and it ended up working pretty good. So I do recommend picking up one of these. This is number 3. This is one of the best. And at number 2, I have one of my favorite jigging. And it is just this little tungsten jig. Man, these things are awesome. I bought them from Walmart. They're like, I mean, as you can see, they're like as big as my fingernail. They're really small. I have it on 2-pound line and a spring bobber. But you tip these with literally anything, or you can just jig them like this, and they get bit. They will get bit. That's why, nice and small, you can catch big fish, small fish. I mean, the place I went to, I probably caught another 20 fish on this the same day. It works pretty well. Oh, that hook is like bent out. But I do recommend picking up some of these. You can get them in a pack for like $4. It's got like 6 of them. And they are really nice, especially if you like jigging micro stuff for big fish and little fish. So, recommend picking up a pack of little tungsten jigs. At number 1, I have my favorite. It's not really a lure, but it is waxworms. You put these things on like really anything. You could put them on a trout magnet hook, a jig head, a spoon, a tungsten jig head. These, I mean, you put these things on anything and they will get bit. And they're pretty cheap too. The only struggle that I have around where I live is trying to get them, because everybody is trying to buy them. I mean, I've had these things for like probably a week and a half and they are still alive. So that is really good. But I definitely, if you're going ice fishing for trout, waxworms, mealworms, minnows, you want to pick up some live bait, night crawlers even. You want to pick up some live bait, because you're not going to get all your bites on just plain artificial lures with no scent. So these definitely are number 1, and they are my favorite lure to use, or bait to use, I guess, but recommend picking up some of them. Alright, that is the end of the video. All 5 of these I will have in the description if anybody wants to pick them up. But these are my top 5 lures for trout. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for the next video.